Alright, let's do this. How's everybody doing today? I am going through a little bit of a downturn, which is, it's okay. You know, it's not like one of the other downturns that I've had before, where it was like half the number of subscribers all of a sudden just, vanished one day. But it is a little concerning. Seem to be going the wrong way as far as subscribers go. Losing like pretty much a subscriber a week. Not that. Which is fine. It is what it is. I'm still trying to get myself geared up. I'm still trying to it's just a matter of doing. I had somebody suggest that I schedule it and do it, but just so you know, I've done the scheduling and not done it. I don't think it's fair for people to be kind of burdened with that. When, even though I'm scheduled, I'm still not making those streams. Because let's say that it's not happening, but let's just say that most of the people who get the streaming information for my streams get it from YouTube. They're watching this, and I have no idea how many times, it is insane the amount of times that I've actually said that I'm going to be streaming, or I'm going to try to stream, or this, and I haven't advertised it or anything like that, but if everybody was watching this as their way of finding out what my schedule is, they would be hard-pressed and disappointed. That's the reason I try to do I'm trying to stream, because I'm not streaming. I'm not doing what I want to be doing. We have just entered the second week of is this the second week? Or are we still in the first week? No, this is the second. We've just entered the second week. We're going into the second week of January. This is the last day of the first week. Something like that. Whatever it is. The first week of January is done. First week of January is done, and now I still haven't done a stream. 7 days, and it's not looking good tonight either. But yeah, advice was, schedule it and, and do it. And, do short ones and then build yourself back up to whatever. And I don't know if they realize, like, a short one for me might be 5 minutes. I definitely know that it takes a really special person. It takes an incredibly special person to watch these videos. Because I think that they get kind of like, drudgery. So it's not for everybody. And it really boils down to that this is how I maintain. It's funny because it's more than most. Which is an interesting thing. Be back in a minute. Okay, I'm here. Did you miss me? But I had to wait till everybody was gone. And it's pretty cold. Pretty blistery out. But yeah, Yeah, I kind of joke that it's kind of nonsense and stuff like that, but I have some pearls every now and again. And, yeah, I think it's mostly rough, but you get some diamonds in it. Some jewels. I'm acting weird. What do I do with my keys? Brr. But it's funny because I was watching a stream and somebody's like talking about like me in debt. I usually don't. I spent most of my life not being in debt. I don't like owing people anything, ever. It's not my bag, baby. I try to accept gifts. I definitely do the when I give gifts, I definitely do the no expectations. Not even a thank you. I don't even expect a thank you. Because I give gifts for me. It's my way of showing that I care. And I always think that, people will understand. Like, my finances are not, where they're at. Even when I wasn't in debt, I always thought they'll understand that I just don't have the money to do these things. And I've always played by the rules. If I can't afford it, I don't get it. I know I mentioned this before, like, there's rich of spirit, which I think I'm very, very rich of spirit, but being actual financially wealthy, I've always considered that, where for me is that my mark of wealth is that I can go anywhere, anytime, any place, walk into it and buy what I want. been in that situation several times. Now, yes, the item or items that I buy, the things that I buy, I won't have money for other things, and then I don't consider myself wealthy anymore. But I've never had like a number goal. Like I've never thought, oh, I have $50,000 in the bank. I'm either wealthy or not wealthy. I don't know what $50,000 would be to most people. But if I have $50,000 in the bank and all my bills are paid, and I could walk on a car lot and buy a brand new car outright, I consider myself wealthy. If I bought that car outright, I don't think I'd be wealthy anymore. If that makes sense. I know a few streamers, who are like me, who are working full-time jobs, and the money that they get from streaming is like just play money, which just nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Twitch is concerned, I just don't feel like making Amazon richer with them taking 50% of my earnings. And leaving me with the tax tab. Because you know damn well they're not paying taxes on it. There's definitely not an equal partnership going in there. But I guess it's why I'm an affiliate, not a partner. Like I said, I've looked into what being a partner means, and there is negotiations, there is certain things that partners have to do for Twitch outside of streaming. It is a whole different ball game than being an affiliate. Your partnership is tentative. Well, for me it would be tentative. Like for some people who, in a month's time they go from being affiliate to partner, and they're generating lots of money. They don't have that issue. But I couldn't do what I was doing if I was a partner, which is not streaming. They'll take some of the perks know. Maybe there's a non-disclosure. I don't know what agreement you have to sign to be a partner. I know that a lot of affiliates don't discuss they don't bad talk Twitch. It's kind of like they don't give you an honest thing. And hey, when like with the thing that's going on with people losing money on ad revenue here on YouTube, I will talk about that. If I was making money on, I wasn't losing subscribers and gaining subscribers, I would still talk about I would talk about what is happening. It's not like it's a big secret. It's like with the post office. Post office, I actually signed a non-disclosure that I could not discuss the inner workings of the post office in a public forum because I'm not going to give like this I'm not going to paint this rosy picture of being a postal employee ever. When I was, just basically spent 9 years hating the job. So, and not the work. Like I always try to tell people that there's a huge difference between the work and the job. Just like my current job, there's a huge difference between the work. I still have no problem with the work at all. The work is the work. They're paying me to do the work, and I do the work. They say, or use their language, they say that they're paying me to do a job. But the job as a whole includes the administration part of it, includes how I'm being paid and everything like that. Though I have not signed a non-disclosure for my current job, even though I've never signed a non-disclosure for it. The main reason that I don't is because I want to feel free, and like I said, it is definitely, the post office did that because I could not say it. Because believe me, if I didn't have that with the post office, I would have basically railed at first because I wouldn't have known better. It was one of the worst jobs I did, and I stuck it out for. I have no excuse as to why I stuck out. Why I stuck it out for as long as I did. I have no excuse. That's entirely on me. They did to me what Amazon's doing to their current employees, and they're just trying to do the attrition rate. Post office is still doing that because they get what they want, which is people who won't complain, people who won't stand up to them, people who won't do this, and they will take what they get. And once they weed out everybody else, like me, I was definitely a thorn in their side for the entire time I was, and they couldn't find a reason to fire me. They did everything in their power to get rid of me. Everything in their power to try to get me to quit. And eventually it worked. Eventually I took all I could take. And I was done. Like I said, I think the only thing that they were wondering is why did it take them so long to do that? Why did it take me so long to finally, get the hint? Take me so long, basically get the hint that I was not I was not welcome. My current job has a lot of the same shit going on, because they don't want people who complain. They don't want people who question what they do. They want to see how much they can take. It's the same thing. And I've had jobs where they don't do that, and I think that's one of the things that bothers me most is that people make mistakes. People are human. I give a lot. I even with this job, I give a lot to the mistakes happen, and sometimes they're not fixed in a timely fashion. Sometimes they're book editing doesn't work the way it was supposed to work in the first place. It is what it is. But there's not as high as the post office, but there's a pretty high attrition rate, with my job. And I was even told, how did you put up with it? This is post office was supposed to be my last job. The job as a clerk, which I remember being a clerk in California, and I loved that job. And if it wasn't for the fact that I was trying to run my own business almost simultaneously with that job, I would have stayed. I'd still be there. I would still be there. And that would have been my last job. That would have been my last job. My final form. Because I love that clerk job. And when I quit the post office and took another clerk job, about that was that I was thinking it was going to be like that clerk job in California. And times have changed, and all these things, everything has pretty much changed, and you can't. There's opportunities that I had in California, not the opportunities that I have here. And also, the other difference is that I was able to take huge risk, with the clerk job because I was already establishing myself. Establishing myself as a clerk here, so definitely a different job. I'm glad I have the job I have now. It's pretty secure, and they've made promises that it's not going to be until I'm not going to be able to make good on those. They're not going to be able to make good on those promises until I retire, which is now 8 years minimum. I was just recently told that in order to max out everything, get the maximum push, I have to do 15. Again, I don't know where I'm going to be in. That's not. It's going to be 13 years. It would be the same amount of years that I've had this YouTube channel before I actually started making videos. One of the things that I'd like to get into doing eventually is storytelling, because it is one of the things that I used to love doing. It's one of the things I used to love doing. In my regular life, is just tell stories, and it has been suggested, and I've even attempted it here a few times, that it's but I need to literally get back into the swing of things of just telling stories. And one good thing about telling stories is that I can animate them, and I can get into doing that, which is what the entire idea behind the music video was supposed to do. Right? As always, cool beans in the comments below. And it doesn't have to be cool beans. It can be whatever you want. You can ask questions. I'm fairly attentive to that. I'm sorry for the people who've already left, but for the people who are still sticking around, and especially the people who are watching this to this point, there's going to be there's good things on the horizon, and it's it's amazing that people would stick with me this long, and because you guys are the most important thing, and it's never about the numbers. You know, I was gonna say I have 180 subscribers, but I've less than 180 subscribers now, and I probably 150 of them have never watched a single video of mine, and I think that they think, oh well, I've subscribed long enough, I guess, and now it's time to go. But it is what it is, and they could have left. They could have, gone on to other things. And I'm sorry that that happened. I'm sorry that we're no longer on this journey together. But I will say that the people who are watching this, we are on a journey. It's not going to be excitement and all this other time. None of these videos. I'm not going to make these videos. I'm not going to do anything wacky and stuff like that to try to garner viralism. If it does, it does, and it's going to happen because it happens. But pretty much, it's going to be kind of this daily grind, and I hope you enjoy it. But take care of yourself. That's the most important thing. Even those who leave, take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. And I will catch you on the next video. All right? Take care.